Right, so we're looking at negative indices. Right, so let's look at the two methods of simplifying. So now we've got 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 5. Method 1. What we could do is we could say, we know we've got to subtract these. So 5 take away 4 is going to give us, there we go, 5, so 4 take 5 is going to give us negative 1. Okay, so that's our answer for that way. We would be 3 and there would be a negative 1 integer there. All right, if we look at method 2, we've got 3 to the power of 4 divided by 3 to the power of 5. Then we make it into a fraction. Okay, now we know we have to subtract them going downwards. First of all, let's expand them. So we're going 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay. What I want to do here is I want you to cross out the 3 and replace it with a 1. Cross out the 3, because what we're saying is, if you're looking, we're going, well, 3 goes into 3 once, so we can cross those out. So if you just bear with me so I can show you my diagram. There. So that 3 and that 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 3 once. So we've got 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which obviously gives us 1. And then we've got 1 times 1 times 3. So our answer there is 1 over 3. So can you see from that, that 3 with a negative 1 and 1/3 are the same thing. So you can change from one to the other. How do we do that? So if we say that 3, negative 1 and 1 over 3 are equal, okay? So as soon as we make it into a fraction, we lose the negative, and the 1 becomes the denominator, and the 1 becomes a numerator, and the 3 becomes a denominator. So if we've got a 2 and a 1, we've got to lose our negative. That's going to go to the top, and that's going to go to the bottom. But, okay, so write as a fraction, the numerator will contain the 1, always. The 1 or whatever the indice is, and you'll see that later. And the denominator will contain the base of the original with the positive power. So, look here. We put the 1 in, and then because the power was 1, we go 2 to the power of 1. But we don't do that, hey? We've got a 2 to the power of 1, we just leave it as 2. So in this instance, the answer would be 1 over 2. As with this one, we didn't put that little power in there because 3 to the power of 1 we don't do. Let's show one that we do it. So 7, negative 4 with a positive index. Okay, so first thing they say is write it as a fraction. The numerator will always be 1. So we know that it's going to be 1. And the denominator will contain the base, so that's 7. And the positive power next to it. So the power becomes positive. As soon as it changes into a fraction, it swaps over. So it's going to be 1 and 7 with a 4. That's positive. That makes sense, hey? I want you to try a few of these for me.